Ciao Juventini of the world, welcome back on the channel. My name is Giuseppe, and as every time before a game, I host Mo. Mo starts to be really well known on the channel as Mohammed, but also as El Tactico. Why? Because before every game, we go through the formation, the lineup that Juventus and probably Lecce has. But what also we will do, we will go to the strengths and the weaknesses of them and where we can be dangerous. So that's what we'll do together today with Mo. Mo, welcome back on the channel. How are you today?
Thank you. Excellent. I'm ready for discussing tactics today.
I
It's
love
going to be
about
great.
tactics because that's also a way to start because start to feeling the vibe of the game. So I'm always really happy when we do that together. Last time a win versus Bologna. I remember that you and me we were quite pessimistic, and yeah, we won 2-0 at the end.
Yes. Yeah,
But
it was great. But
yeah,
let's see if we're gonna say the same today or not. Uh,
I agree with you because it's true that we won 2-0, but you were pessimistic, I was pessimistic, and honestly, if we didn't score on a penalty, I don't know how easy it would have been to score another one. So we were not totally wrong. That's what I wanted to say about that.
that's for
So
sure.
let's start with the lineups if you agree.
Absolutely. Let's go.
So
Okay. So we know from last game we lost all the left backs. Sandro is injured. Danilo got a red card, a useless red card, but anyways. So the only option is Matuidi. Uh, there are youngsters as well, but let's not forget there is also a Coppa Italia on Saturday being played. Other than that, the formation is exactly the same as against Bologna.
my questions about that because that's also an important one. Huh? Um, we are saying that Bernardeschi is up to play. He played actually quite good versus Bologna. A lot of really, he was praised by a lot of people. Do you think it's still right to let him play instead of Douglas Costa?
I think so. I think he needs to feel confidence in order to express himself. Before, the reason why he was playing really bad is he wanted to prove a lot himself. So he was being selfish. He was dribbling a lot, and he was going and like without any means and losing the ball.
What
Against Bologna, it wasn't like that. There were nice passes. He was getting back, letting Dybala go up front, Bentancur, etc. So there was some nice chemistry there. So this is
what
what we need to see against Lecce.
what about Pjanic? Because we heard about the breaking news. Arthur is nearly done, and we see him there playing or in the lineup in the middle. Um, Correct for you or not?
Correctly, because Ramsey is not ready. He's still coming from an injury and he's not fit. And this is what Sarri said today. We're gonna have Higuain on the bench, so this is a good thing, but also
Yeah.
not fit. So he might play a little bit, but then we don't have any other options in the middle, right? So the only other thing is putting Douglas Costa up front and bringing Bernardeschi to the back.
Mm.
That's
Let,
that's
let,
an option.
let's check the formation of Lecce.
Mhm.
If we speak about the formation of Lecce, it's a bit
Right.
small here. I will put it bigger
So
if possible. Yeah.
yeah, perfect. So this is their typical formation, and that was predicted this morning by one of the websites. It's their Christmas tree formation, but one important thing is Lapadula will not play. It's Babacar because Lapadula got injured during the last game against Milan.
So the formation, even the 4-3-2-1 can change.
That's what the coach said today. He said that we're gonna make it very hard for Juventus. We're gonna make them play ugly. So I'm sure he's gonna put probably like 6 or 7 in defense.
A bit like Milan and Napoli did.
Exactly.
What are their strengths? Let's go through it.
Sure. So this is a game that was played against Torino. They won 4-0. It was really nice. Everyone was surprised. Let's remember, Lecce is sitting on the 18th position. They're
Yeah.
right now in the relegation zone. So here you see the goalie, he sent a ball all the way to Lapadula. And from there, Lapadula, because he's very strong, he was able to redirect the ball to Saponara. And Saponara, with a few touches, he passes the ball. And here you have Falco from outside the box. He shoots and scores a beautiful goal. So 2, 3, 4, 5 quick passing. This is how they play. They have two attacking midfielders that are really interesting, which are Saponara and Falco. And when they link up with the center forward, they can do really nice build-ups and score nice goals as well.
What are their weaknesses? Because that's really interesting. I'm really curious about that one.
Defense is very weak. I think they received more than 60 goals, which is really, really bad for a Serie A team. Right now, against Milan, they lost 4-0. You can see this is one of the attacks there. The Milan player is on the right by himself. You see 5 players in the box on the same line. There's no man marking. There is nothing. They're just standing there. So when the ball is being passed in the middle, the Milan player scores, and that's it. No one moves there. This
And
is really, really weak on the sides.
and
They don't know
that's
what to
not
do.
the first time that it happens, right?
That's not the first time. It happened on many occasions. This is another example. Here, they actually won 3-2 against Napoli. But look, this was a counter attack, and we know Napoli players are really fast. And again, you see the same mistake. All their defenders, they collect together and leaving huge spaces behind them. And 1, 2, 3 passes, and it's open. And I think it was Milik who scored. And there you go. This is their weakness. So we need to focus on two things: attacking from the sides, or even with through balls. They're not fast. I remember Juventus against Lecce, we did 1-1. It was 2 penalties. It was an ugly game. Ronaldo was rested. Um, but we had some nice chances and we didn't score. And again,
Wouldn't
obviously, Lecce stayed in the back and blocked everything.
I'm going crazy, yeah? But if I listen to what you are showing here, wouldn't it be a nice way of playing a kind of a 4-3-3 with at a certain moment of the game Douglas Costa on the left and Quadrado on the right, who are really large in the field, where you can have Ronaldo going as a striker in the middle, or maybe Higuain in the second half. If I understand well, and I see that they are so weak and they don't go large, wouldn't that be a solution?
Absolutely, but you have many issues there. One, Ronaldo will never move from the left. So Ronaldo is going to stay there and cut and try to go inside and score. Two, you have no one to replace Quadrado. So Quadrado has to be a right back in this case.
Good one.
Uh, so we have no options there. Either that or play 3-5-2, which is impossible inside.
Who's the player we have to pay attention to from Lecce?
Filippo Falco, he's he's an interesting player. He was called Il Messi di Salento. So that's the region where he's from. He showed a little bit of promise, but nothing spectacular. When he's good, he does amazing through balls. He's quick with his feet. But again, he's not. He's an average player. He's their most dangerous player. Him and Saponara, when they link up, they can create some danger to the Juventus defense.
How do you think the game will go for you? Because we don't have so many subs. We have Ramsey and Higuain on the bench, not with and Douglas Costa. So we have 3 players to come in. That's already something. But what's your idea of how it will go now that you explained everything?
So for me, we're gonna score. It's gonna be an ugly game. because they're gonna defend like crazy. It's not gonna be like Milan where they're gonna be open and try to attack and all that. No, it's gonna be locked. They know Juventus is dangerous. They know they're gonna try to take possession, so they'll give them possession. It's gonna be an ugly win of 1-0.
That's your prediction, 1-0.
That's my yeah.
I believe that if we can score before the 20th, with, don't forget, Lazio -4, Inter -8 because they drew and they won and they lost, sorry, yesterday. I believe that can be a beautiful motivation of the team. And if we can score before the 30th minute, I'm sure we will see a lot of goals tomorrow. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's see.
Let's
Mo, thank you. Thank
thank
you for
you.
being here. As always, thank you for the work you are doing, because that's amazing to start entering it and understanding what's happening. Thank you, Mo. See you next time.
See you.
Ciao, ciao, ciao. And
Ciao.
as we always say, Forza Juve. Ciao.
Ciao.